Hey guys, Luke Schenkman here, Team Exos, bringing you week 7. Wow, week 7, the Kickstarter program, workout number 1 for the week. So we've been in our concentric phase for a couple weeks now, and we're going to continue on with that. Today, being Monday, it will be upper body push, lower body pull, and then, of course, we've got a little bit of ESD at the very end. Give you something a little metabolic to help you leave sweaty, okay? So, what I want you to do first, bring yourself down to the floor. We are on our hands and our knees, and when we do this, I've said it many times in the past, we always want to make sure that those joints are stacked. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, knees, hips, okay? And it's kind of nice I'm looking into a camera because I can see that my knees and my hips are pretty much riding one on top of the other. So what we're going to do first, we're going to go into a little bit of thoracic flexion and extension. So let's begin by dropping the head, rolling the tailbone, arching the back, holding for a couple seconds, letting the head hang heavy, spreading the scapula, and then reversing. Lifting the head, squeezing the shoulder blades down and back, bringing the tailbone to the ceiling, and extending the neck at the very end. You want to do this movement, each one, about 3 to 4 times, okay? So, after you're finished with that, what I want to do is we are going to push directly backwards to downward facing dog. When we're in this position, we want to drop that head, we want to push those hips all the way back, and let's just take about 30 seconds. Pedaling out the ankles, loosening up connective tissue. Basically, just giving your calves a chance to breathe. This is your stretch. It should be enjoyable. About 30 seconds will do it. Good. From here, keeping your legs as straight as you can, not rigid, enough to the point where you're going to hurt yourself. We're going to walk those hands up to our feet, just like this. Belly button is in. And we are stretching all the way to the ceiling, making ourselves as tall as possible, squeezing our shoulder blades down and back. Now, after we do that, let's go through 3 more repetitions. Diving down, taking your time, hips go to the back, walking forward, stopping in that high plank position, and then bringing yourself right back up. All the way up. Okay. One of the nice things about filming these is that I can do a little explanation. You can stop and pause. You can, do as many reps as you actually want to. That's a wonderful exercise. It's not strictly just for warm-up. But, you pause it, and then you can come back, and we can continue on. Okay? So, now that we're here, we've done our 3 to 4 hand walks. Okay? Since it is going to be lower body pull today, we want to warm up the muscles that are going to be involved. So what I want you to do, we are going to drop back into a backward lunge, and then I want you to come up, touch, and then we're going to go right into our inverted hamstring on the other side. Okay, did you see what I did right there? Starting with the left, you can start with the right if you want to. Drop, looking for those 90-degree angles. Bring it right back up. Boom, going into our inverted hamstring stretch. Really taking our time with that. And when you go into that inverted hamstring stretch, you want to make sure that your chest is nice and proud and that the entire movement initiates and is led by the heel of the leg that's raising. One more time. Dropping it down. I always like to touch in the middle. And then we're going to go right into that inverted hamstring, okay? Go for 5 on each side, all right? Then you're going to go right from there, and I'm facing you. I think this is probably the best way to show this exercise. We're going to go into a drop lunge, okay? And what you do with your drop lunge, first and foremost, you keep those hips forward, okay? Boom, just like that. Flashlights shining right at you. We are going to drop down behind, almost in like a curtsy type of maneuver, just like this. And then you're going to bring it up, and we're going to go right into our knee hug. Squeezing this knee up to the chest, head is nice and proud, shoulders are square. Again, let me show it to you, and we're going to go for 3 on each side. Down this way. I like to go into the touch, grab the knee, and squeeze. Okay? Just to reiterate, make sure hip points facing forward the entire time. Okay, 3 to 5 on each side. Like I said, if there's something that you really want to practice or just, I don't know, something you find interesting, feel free to pause, and then we'll bring it back. Last thing I want to do, we're just going to wake up the brains a little bit. We're going to go as high as we can, up onto our toes, and when I clap, boom, we are down into our drop squat, just like this. Hips are back, arms are down by your sides, running along just by your pockets like this, and you're in your ready position. Essentially, you are dropping down into, a half squat, but it is the position that you want to be pretty much in any kind of sporting situation, any kind of athletic situation, okay? Knees are bent, shoulders are back, chest is open, arms here, okay? Let's do it one more time. All the way up, and go, boom, just like that, okay. Now I want you to do it. Arms up, and drop. Very good, I think. Let's add one more little piece to it before we move on to our first strength block, okay? What I want you to do now, same as before, we're up, 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 up. We are going to drop and then take off, okay? So you're dropping into that squat, but you're not staying there long. It's boom, you react, 2-footed jump, okay? Let's go for 2 of them. Up, 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 and drop. Last one. This one's on you. Arms all the way up on your toes, nice and high, and drop, and jump, if you haven't yet, okay? Good job. Let's get into our first strength block. Okay. We have 2 exercises, an upper body push, a lower body pull, and then one complementary, okay? Our first one, getting back to our standard, and, you can't go wrong with push-ups, especially in these needy times that we're in at the moment. Not all of us have, all this expendable equipment at our disposal. Not expendable, but at our disposal, okay? So, we got to make do, and we got to get creative, okay? Since it is week number 7, I'm going to throw a little zinger in here with our push-ups, all right? Remember, you can do push-ups from the knees. You can do them in your high plank. It really doesn't matter to me. It's all about the form, okay? So what I'm going to do, we're going to go for 8 push-ups with an arm reach in between. Now, I'm going to make you use your brains here. It's 8, so you're going to reach 4 on each side, okay? Some good, simple math. Wake you up, all right? We are here. You might want to spread your feet just a little bit more than you normally would to give yourself a wide base so you don't fall over. Joints are stacked, as I said before. Dropping down, pushing up, and reach. When you reach, that bicep should cover your ear, okay? One for the other side. Just like that. So that's going to be 8. All right? You do 8 just like that. That's a good set. That's not going to be, if you're doing it right, that's not going to be easy for anybody, okay? Just to give you a demonstration from the knees, belly button is in, dropping it down, and up. I'll tell you, even from there, it's hard. You take away half of your base of support, almost. So, great exercise. Hopefully, if you feel yourself really falling during it, spread those feet. And remember, keep that core tight. Keep that stomach tight. Keep your transverse and essentially your pillar engaged, okay? You won't move around so much if you do that. Okay, 8 on each side, 4 on each side, 8 total, 3 sets, all right? Now, our next one, I hope you have a little bit of resistance here, okay? Because we're going to one of our absolute favorites. One-legged RDL with a contralateral emphasis. If you've been watching these videos, I'm sure you're familiar with it by now. Fantastic exercise. One of the best lower body pull exercises you could possibly do. And really, it demands practice. It really does. You know, it's not overly hard, but the cueing points and what one would look for that would really equal a successful exercise takes practice, okay? So, with no further ado, let's see if the lights turn back on. If they don't, I apologize. We are going to post up on our right foot. We're going to hold the weight in our left hand, okay? Just like we did in our warm-up, in our pillar prep, we are going to lead with the heel. All the way down, leading, leading, leading. My chest is out, shoulders are back. I am feeling that stretch traveling up my hamstring into my glute. Boom. Right there, okay? Lead with the heel, lead with the heel. Upper body is dropping, but not at a faster rate than my leg is lifting. Just like that, okay? And we then would go to the other side. What I would like is 8 on each side here, okay? And again, 3 sets. So for your strength block, we have push up with a reach, 8 total, one-legged RDL, contralateral, which means if I'm on my right, I'm holding with my left, okay? 8 on each side. As soon as you finish that, you get a complementary exercise as well. You're going to bring yourself down, just like so, kind of posting up on your chin, pretty much just relaxing. Hands in front, and what I want you to do, they're going to come up, they're going to hover, and we are going to sweep around, just like this, into our lower back. They're called swimmers for obvious reasons. Oop, I got equipment in my way. Make sure your arms don't run into anything. Just like that, okay? Working on shoulder mobility, opening up the chest, okay? So, your responsibility, 3 sets, those 3 exercises, okay? If I were you, I'd pause it right now and get to it, all right? Good luck. Okay, so, now that we've done everything, we finished with our pillar preparation, got you warmed up, we did our strength block, which consisted of upper body push, lower body pull, and then our complementary. Now what we're going to do, we are going to give you a little bit of metabolic at the very end. Get your heart rate up, all right? Let's be interesting today, okay? Let's go for 2 different exercises. And what we're going to do is we're going to go for 12 seconds on, 48 seconds off, okay? So what that should mean to you is that those 12 seconds, you are going as hard as you can, okay? It's only 12 seconds. Don't want to downplay it because 12 seconds can seem like a long time if you're going 100%, all right? So I hope you got your timer. I hope you've been doing, some cardio in our time off, and let's get going. Let's work our hearts, all right? So your first exercise is just going to be your plank running. Stomach in. I always start with my knee up like this. Some people call them mountain climbers. Plank running, mountain climbers, doesn't matter. 3, 2, 1. 12 seconds of that, okay? Hard as you can. Keep your back flat. If your shirt starts to come up over your head, your back is not flat. If all of a sudden the exercise is over and your shirt is, laying in front of you because it slowly worked its way up, it means you got to correct that form, okay? 12 seconds on, 48-second break, catch your breath, grab a swig of water. Then we're going to go right into split squat striders. Again, 12 seconds. So we are here. I'm going to start with my right leg. We're dropping down just like this, and then we're switching like that. Takes a little bit of coordination, takes a little bit of balance. It's hard though, okay? What I run into with this one when I do it, not coordination, not balance, I find myself, my body wants to get lower to the ground, and I look at myself in the mirror while I'm doing it. I'm not nearly as upright. So that's something to think about. So you do your 12 seconds there, 48 seconds off. Both of those cardiorespiratory exercises, you're going to do 6 of each. Okay? So 12 minutes total. First exercise, plank running / mountain climbers, whatever you want to do. 12 seconds on, hard as you can. Make sure your shirt's not over your head at the end. 48 seconds off. Switch. Split squat striders. Just like that. 12 seconds on, 48 seconds off. All right, guys. I hope you're enjoying this. Best of luck. I hope you were taking advantage of everything we are posting on YouTube because, hey, we got to stay healthy, especially during the holidays. So, yeah, that too. Happy holidays, guys, and I hope you're enjoying. Thank you.